Evolve champion Timothy Thatcher started paving his road to redemption last WrestleMania weekend at the WWNLive Experience in Dallas, Texas. On August 19th in Joppa, Maryland, and August 20th in Brooklyn, New York, Thatcher will either cross the finish line as the most accomplished champion in Evolve history, or his title reign will come crashing to a violent halt. It will be Timothy Thatcher versus Matt Riddle in an all-holds-barred match for the Evolve title at Evolve 66 in the Baltimore area. Then, at Evolve 67, the return to New York City will see Thatcher versus Drew Gulak. If Thatcher retains at Evolve 66, he will defend his championship against Gulak. Thatcher has a long, storied history with both Gulak and Riddle, filled with jealousy, distress, anger, brutality, and hatred. It all comes to a conclusion at Evolve 66 and Evolve 67. The Thatcher vs. Gulak rivalry started with Thatcher's first match in Evolve at Evolve 31. Gulak defeated him in a bout that paved the way for the philosophy we now know as Catchpoint. Since that time, Gulak has defeated Thatcher repeatedly, but Thatcher has never gained a victory over Gulak. Then, at Evolve 45, everything changed. Timothy Thatcher shocked the world by defeating Drew Galloway to become the Evolve and DGUSA champions. At this point, jealousy started building in Gulak, who felt that he should be champion instead of Thatcher, since Drew had proved he was the better wrestler. However, Gulak remained calm and calculating while the jealousy built. He orchestrated a brilliant attack on Thatcher, using Matt Riddle at Evolve 52. Gulak was out to destroy Thatcher, a loner in the locker room, both mentally and physically. The attack at Evolve 52 robbed Thatcher of his greatest moment as champion. He had just defeated the two faces of Evolve, Johnny Gargano and Drew Galloway, in the same weekend. His crowning moment was taken from him when Gulak and his Catchpoint crew assaulted him physically. However, it was the emotional distress caused by the embarrassing moment when Thatcher was forced to tap to Riddle that took the greatest toll. Thatcher's focus then shifted to Riddle. The former UFC star seemed to be on the fast track to WWE, but at Evolve 54, Riddle insulted NXT General Manager William Regal with his cocky attitude. Regal told the brash MMA fighter to win the Evolve title if he had any hope of getting a WWE contract. It led to Thatcher Riddle 1 at Evolve 56. The undefeated Riddle would suffer a controversial loss after an inadvertent low blow from Thatcher. Thatcher Riddle 2 took place just 2 shows later at Evolve 58 on the biggest wrestling weekend of the year. This time, it ended in a no contest. Riddle thought he won the title, but didn't realize that Thatcher had grasped the ropes to break the hold. Mayhem followed, and the bout was thrown out. Riddle's WWE aspirations were gone as a result of 2 controversial decisions. Riddle squarely blamed Thatcher for taking his dream. The pressure of being Evolve champion was getting to Timothy Thatcher. He toughed out the rest of the WWNLive Experience with a severe arm injury suffered in that Evolve 58 fight. He was being attacked constantly by a number of different challengers. He reached his breaking point at the WWN Super Show when Catchpoint surrounded him after the successful title defense against Sami Callihan.
Tim, as a champion, you are a disgrace.
In a puzzling, surprising, and unprecedented move, Thatcher left the Evolve title belt behind. He was mentally destroyed and physically drained, but he was still Evolve champion. Thatcher said he would take his belt back after he got his redemption. You could see the lust in Drew Gulak's eyes when he picked up the Evolve title belt at the WWN Super Show. Since Dallas, the Evolve title belt has been passed between Gulak and Riddle. They have each used the prize to disrespect Thatcher.
Trashy Tim, I disrespected your title. It's the same as disrespecting you. So what you gonna do about it, bro?
One other thing that I have is the Evolve World Championship, and it's up in my bag in the locker room right now. He might be the champion, but let's explain something real quick. When you're a champion, you don't let another man go to bed at night while your championship, your title belt, is with another man's bag. Tim, you should be married to that championship. And right now, I'm waking up with it in the morning. I kiss that title good morning. Morning breath at all, Tim.
The anger in Thatcher has reached a boiling point. He stated he will hurt anyone who touched his belt. He said he vowed to defend the Evolve Championship against Tracy Williams, TJ Perkins, Riddle, and Gulak. Thatcher might be considered an odd character, but he is a man of his word. So far, he has successfully retained the championship against Tracy Williams and TJ Perkins. TJP's manager Stokely Hathaway picked up the Evolve title belt, and Thatcher broke his thumb in an act of pure brutality. The only other two men who have touched the Evolve title are Riddle and Gulak. The only competitors Thatcher has not defeated in his road to redemption are Riddle and Gulak. Riddle brings his MMA skills into the no-holds-barred match on August 19th. Can Thatcher hurt him, or will Riddle, known for having the most extreme knockout in the history of The Ultimate Fighter, put down Thatcher? The no-holds-barred stipulation favors Riddle's MMA background. Thatcher has yet to defeat Gulak in an Evolve ring. Gulak is obsessed with proving he should be champion instead of Thatcher. Who will win this rivalry on August 20th? The hatred has reached a peak. It will end in Brooklyn, with the Evolve title belt around Thatcher's waist, or Thatcher falling deeper into his personal hell. The journey on Thatcher's road to redemption is speeding out of control to its conclusion.